And we are live from the Long Island Sports Network at the rinks in Hauppauge for the first of 3 games here on the North Rinks on this chilly Saturday night. A matchup between the West Islip Lions looking for their 3rd win of the season and the Connetquot Sayville Thunderbirds looking to extend and try to get their first win on the board. A little background of both teams. West Islip coming into this season won their first crosstown rivalry game against East Islip 7-2. And since then, they have won one and split one. And on the other side for the Connetquot team, they've lost one to Kings Park Comac and another to Sachem. I'm Magnus Healy on a solo broadcast tonight, and working the camera for me is the wonderful Rowan Laddick. And tonight should be a pretty good matchup. West Islip coming last year off of a 5th place finish in the Developmental League. They missed the playoffs, unfortunately. And on the other side for the Connetquot team, they finished 3rd place in the Developmental, kind of a switch of what we're seeing thus far this year. And they went 2-0 on a little Cinderella run in the playoff, beating some top teams. As we look ahead, we're moments away from the opening face-off. Highlight some key players for both sides. Some key players for West Islip: Luke Venture, leading this season, 5 goals on the season thus far, as well as Thomas Panikia, 3 goals and 2 assists, racking up 5 points throughout 3 games thus far. And for Connetquot, number 3, Jonathan Katsonis with 3 goals, and Joel Antonio with 3 goals as well. Should be a good matchup. We've got some very talented players on the rink tonight. For game 1 of 3, we'll head to a quick break as we await the national anthem. And we're back. It appears there will be no national anthem tonight, so we'll get straight into this developmental action here on the North Rink. I'm Magnus Healy for this solo broadcast tonight as we do go into the national anthem. And now an official start from the North Rinks. The national anthem is beyond us, and we're looking ahead for the opening face-off between the West Islip Lions and the Connetquot Sayville Thunderbirds. The netminder for West Islip will be Liam Lovier, number 30. And on the other side for the Thunderbirds, number 31, Grant Cowder. As both teams are now in the neutral zone, awaiting the puck drop here. It appears for Connetquot, so wearing the red uniforms tonight, taking the face-off will be Liam Rykos, number 13. And on the opposing side for West Islip, number 15, Luca Montrony. As we're just seconds away from kicking off the first of 3 games on the North Rink here on the Long Island Sports Network. And a little equipment issue with Antonio. As Connetquot will be home today, and West Islip will be away. Once again, we said Connetquot chasing their first win of the season, looking to get it here today against a very tough West Islip squad. Whistle is blown, we're underway, and it is 1. It goes to Donnelly. Donnelly flicks it over to Antonio in the neutral zone, hits off a board, and it's cleared there by Plassman. Around the boards we go. Donnelly in pursuit. Leia gets it, working on the far boards. Comes around, some fighting for it near us. Rykos handling it right now. Dishes over to Katsonis. Intercepted there by Rykos. Katsonis working now into the offensive zone, flicks it off of the far boards, and he'll go around the cage in the back of Lovier. Working for it now on the far boards, and it's intercepted by Katsonis. Back to Bascio, working around Katsonis. Flicks it over the center there to Montroy. Montroy now kicks it through the neutral zone. Donnelly gets a hand on it for West Islip. Now finds West Islip's stick. Working through the neutral zone, trying to find an opening, and it's intercepted by Katsonis. Katsonis will take it down the ice, try to get something going. Can't find it. It comes through back to the blue line. Antonio has it now. Antonio looking on goal. It's got a one-on-one shot, and it's saved. It's under his feet. Does it get in the net? And it does. An unlucky rebound as Liam Lavier couldn't find it under the net, and it finds its way into the goal as we take a look here. We look to see Antonio shoots, hits off of the chest, and finding his way to the puck is Liam Rykos to find his first goal of the game. That's a 1-0 score thus far for Connetquot, with 13:30 gone by. As working through it now on the near zone, Connetquot still has it. Trying to find it, bounces off the net, and out in front, and it's a save. Rebound there, and it's cleared by Panikia. One of the key players we had mentioned pregame, looking to continue his impact thus far. As we'll continue through here, across the neutral zone, intercepted there, and it finds Katsonis. Ruselowicz handling it in the neutral zone. West Islip finds a stick, and a one-on-one opportunity headed by Coyle. Intercepted by the T-Birds, and some fighting for it in the neutral zone. Finds the stick of Tottens. It's intercepted there by a Thunderbird, and they'll clear it down for an icing. But with 12:34 gone by, we already have a 1-0 score. Connetquot Sayville will lead. As a wholesale line change for both squads. An unlucky rebound off the chest of Lovier finds the stick of Rykos and will find its way into the net for the early score. And that'll be kind of the key to this game for Lovier, is trying to contain the puck, and the face-off occurs. It's won by West Islip. A little wrist flick there from Garful. Can't find the net. And we're going around now to the far boards. West Islip battling now. And he'll find the stick of Burns. And now across goes Ramirez. Across the blue line, he'll get past some West Islip sticks, and they'll let it go to the boards. Coming around now is Plassman, around his own net. He loses the puck. Fighting for it now are the Thunderbirds. Will they get it? Some clamoring at the far boards. It comes away to the stick of Panicia. Handling it now is Garful. Some fighting for it at the near boards. And it's cleared going down into the West Islip offensive zone. Handling it now is Ramirez. Dangling around some West Islip defenders. And it finds its way into the neutral zone to the stick of Plasman. Plasman trying to find a man. He misses on Montroy. Back to the neutral zone. Across the blue line goes West Islip. Numbers developing. A shot on goal is wide. 11:30 gone by. 1-0 Connetquot Sayville. As Ramirez with it, tries to find a man. Cannon is intercepted there across the blue line by Yella. As Ramirez will find it again across the blue line into the neutral zone. A 2-on-1 against some West Islip men. And West Islip will walk away as they fight with it with Deloya on the near boards. Coming away with it is Bascio. Bascio now fighting. Tottens has it. It's intercepted by a Thunderbird, but it goes back into the stick of the Lions. A flick across the neutral zone, and across the blue line we go. It finds Ramirez, trying to find a Thunderbird to handle it to. As overskates it, it's intercepted by Tottens. Slicks a little dry as the puck as it's not skating across the ice as quickly as both teams would have hoped, but clamoring at the near boards. It finds Tottens. Von Thad working on it, a shot on goal wide off the post. No harm, no foul for Cowder. Another shot, kick save by Cowder as it'll fly out of harm's way. Thunderbirds looking for a clear here. Skating down the ice with speed is Antoneau, looking for his second shot on goal, intercepted there by Rappaport. Getting his stick in there, preventing anything from the Thunderbirds as it goes down the far ice. Looking for the chance now. Has it is Von Thad. Send around to the far boards. Seeing really good pace thus far from the Thunderbirds, and despite being down right now, the Lions have good pressure. They're playing well in the offensive zone, just kind of trying to facilitate the puck as they'll look for an opportunity here with Tottens. As it's chipped away from a Thunderbird, and it'll go into the neutral zone. Handling it now is Bascio. Overskates it, and Gessick finds he's tripped up by a stick of Bascio, and it's now in the hands of Ventura. Ventura this season being a big impact player, 5 goals. Looking to get him going tonight as the whistle is blown and a wholesale line change for both sides. I think the puck's got something on it as the referee's checking on it. I think it's maybe some shavings of snow. It's kind of getting stuck as it goes across the ice here. But hopefully they can figure what's going on. Maybe that's why we're not getting as many passes as possible. As the whistle is blown, they hand the puck to someone on the Thunderbirds bench. So yeah, it definitely was a puck issue as far as getting it moving across the ice. Maybe got caught up in some shavings on the boards, but nonetheless, the faceoff ensues, and it's won by the Thunderbirds. Rykos looking to get it. This is it across the neutral zone to Donley. Donley sends it around the boards. Looking for it now is Garful. It finds a Thunderbird stick, looking to get to the net. Does it do? No, it does not. A nice save there by Laviere as the Thunderbirds now, or excuse me, West Islip pushing down the field. A shot on goal, and it's score! What a shot from the Thunderbird, or the Lions, excuse me, and we're all tied up. You see we've got numbers across the neutral zone. A beautiful stick handle from Montrononi. Gets around him, a little wrist flick, and goes wide and low on Cowder to even up the score at 1. West Islip responds early. And we even up at 1 here on the North Rink. We resume, and the faceoff is won by the Thunderbirds. Sends it across the neutral zone. It finds the stick of Garifol. A whistle is now blown. As well, another faceoff coming. 8:50 gone by. We've got 2 goals, or 8:50 remaining, excuse me. We've got 2 goals already. So an exciting affair thus far as we look to see. There'll be a faceoff in the neutral zone. Montroni will lose it to Antonio. Antonio fighting for it at the red line. And it's won by Plasman. Plasman dangling through some defenders, loses the puck, and it goes back towards the blue line. There is Rappaport. And it's battled back from Fielding. Fielding was an impact player in their last matchup, despite the loss to Sachem. It was a close one at that, a little bit of a barn burner. And the whistle is blown again. 8:30 to go. Still knotted up at 1, and a line change coming. Their 3rd of the night for West Islip. As we see, Connetquot with some fight, trying to attain their first win against such a challenging squad, as Lions will win the opening faceoff, but is intercepted by the T-Birds, led by Aiello. Antonio will have it now. A shot, no good as it's wide, and it'll skip back to the blue line, find the stick of Fielding. Fielding whiffs on it, and it finds the stick of a West Islip man, and that is going down the thing. Von Dad, a shot saved. Can he get the rebound to himself? And he does. A great save in getting on it there is Grant Cowder, number 31, the netminder for Connetquot, as he avoids a possible rebound. We saw that killed Lavier earlier in the matchup and avoids anything happening. 1-1 now, and a face-off in the offensive zone. Thunderbirds trying to clear it, and they do. Across the blue line, will take it, Antonio. Looking for a man to try and clear a 3-on-3. Tries to chip it over the stick of a Lion. He can't get it to go, and it's intercepted on some stick clambering. Finds the stick of Coyle. Coyle now coming down the ice with speed. And Tottens with it across the blue line, tries to dish it to Muracoral. Can't get it, but the Lions will retain possession. 7:36 to go, a 1-1 game. A shot on goal, no good. Great shot attempt there on the stick flick by Tottens. And the Thunderbirds will have it now. As some clamoring, Fielding will look to clear for the Thunderbirds, get it out of their zone. Deloya finding his way around it. And fighting is Tottens for the Lions. It finds the stick of Katsonis. That's the Benjamin type, as we have two Katsonises on this team. It's pretty cool to play with your brother, but nonetheless, some bodies fall in the offensive zone for the Lions, and a clear attempt for the Thunderbirds, intercepted by Rappaport. Rappaport bounces it off the boards. It'll come around the net past the back of Cowder. Now looking for an opportunity are the Lions. Stick check there, and handling it now is Tottens. Tottens at the near board, back to the blue line. Dishes it back around towards Von Thad. Von Thad looking for the shot. Gets it back to Tottens, and around the net they'll go. Back to the half boards, and finding a stick on it is Deloya. And a clear finally coming for the Thunderbirds as it goes across the red line, and the break that they had needed. They'll get some men in and out, but can they be quick enough to stop the stick at Tottens? Tottens looking for an opportunity, sizing up, dangles through. And he get the shot, centering bid, no good as it's intercepted. A great interception as now bring the puck down the ice. A phenomenal job there from Bermudez as he's checked there, loses control, but finds it back at the boards. A centering bid intercepted by Tottens. Tottens will now take it across the blue line. The Lions go. He's got a man in Lela. Will he get it to him? Goes through the blue line, dangling through some defenders. He finds him one-on-one with the goalie, and a stick check by Bermudez, shutting down the play and getting Totten's stick off the puck as he'll now clear it to the blue line. It's batted back in by Tottens. Sent around, finds Rappaport. Now handling it is Garifol. Garifol will send it back to the T-Birds as some players coming in and out for both sides. As we'll see Tottens come out. Rykos with numbers, trying to dangle around some Lions defenders. Can't get it through, but it finds the stick of Bermudez. A great stick check there from Plasman to get it out of Bermudez's hands, but it still finds, nonetheless, Gesick. Gesick on the far boards, looking for a man. Can't get anyone. Rappaport with the interception. Rappaport now across the blue line, into the neutral zone, trying to find the stick, overskates it. The ice proving to be a little bit of a challenge thus far tonight. Puck's not moving too quick as a check there from the big man, Dexter. Puck's in the air, finds Lela. Lela now across the boards. It's batted back by the Thunderbirds and into the defensive zone. 4:40 to go in this first period. 1-1, we're tied up here, but Donnelly might try to change that. A centering bid, no one there, as it hits off the skate of Rappaport. Across the red line they go. Skating for it now is Bermudez. Kid plays with some hustle tonight. We see it displayed early, and he'll dish around the boards. He'll bounce it off the board, trying to find Rykos, overshoots him. It finds Garifol there. And now back to the red line, Rykos handling it. Has Gesick over the middle if he needs him. Tries to stick it to Gesick, just a little bit behind him, and it'll find Lela's stick for the Lions. Thus far, playing with some good tempo. I like the rhythm I'm seeing from this Connetquot squad. Not playing like an 0-2 team, but Rappaport with a shot. Rebound out in front. Rykos will try to clear it. He can't get it. It'll try to find a stick of a Thunderbird. It finds Rappaport again. out in front. Ryko's trying to get it away. He does across the blue line. And finally, Cowder can breathe. But as I was saying before the action ensued, this Connetquot squad not playing like an 0-2 team. As clamoring for it is Gessick, can't come away with it, and it finds Lela. Across the red line it goes. No icing will be called as some changes. Gessick coming out for the Thunderbirds, and coming in is Antonio. Gave him some rest as he was flying around the sheet. A shot on goal is saved and jumped on there. A great job jumping on it for the goalie Cowder. And it remains 1-1, but you know, the whole big problem for this Connetquot team was the goals. 8 goals and 9 goals respectively throughout their first 2 games, 17 in total. It's been kind of the focal point and the reason they're kind of not walking away with as many wins as they might have liked to, but it's a new, fresh 45 minutes for them to play. And the mistakes will be corrected as a tripping man at the blue line is Bascio as it dishes it to the near boards. Around the net, intercepted by a Thunderbird trying to get a clearing opportunity away from the sticks of the Lions, and checking into the boards goes Garifol. A shot attempt right into the chest of Cowder. He says no good. A straight little wrist flick shot there. Cowder takes it right off the chest into the glove, and will get a stoppage thus far, saving any harm. Remember, avoiding the rebounds is going to be crucial as they're starting in the offensive zone. On the faceoff is West Islip. Over the center now to the blue line. A quick shot attempt there from Bascio is a little high, as some clamoring on the far boards. Looking for a clearing opportunity, as they have been all night, is Connetquot, as they can't seem to get any pressure in the offensive zone late in this first period. As it'll find the stick of Tottens. Tottens now at the near boards, trying to find a man in the center. He does have Von Thad. Can't find him, though, so send it around the boards. It'll just go past the stick of Merkel. Back to the blue line, a little one-timer. No, it's short. One-timer there from Bascio, just missed the near post. It comes back over the middle for Tottens. Tottens will send it around. They've got a barrage of defenders. Do the T-Birds. Tottens says, I'm going to try to get around you. He can't do it, as it's cleared there from Fielding. Fielding will now send it down the ice. Across the blue line, finds Antonio. Antonio trying to form numbers. Dangling through defenders, loses the puck. A great stick check there from Bascio. Back to the stick of Antonio. Some clamoring for it. A clearing attempt from Razilowicz to find Antonio. Can't do it. Back to the blue line, finds the Thunderbird. And now Connetquot putting pressure on the shot attempt. Just wide, misses the post. And it'll come around. And Razilowicz will try and get a centering bid as a huge check into the boards with Garifol as it finds the stick of Antonio. He flicks it in and he scores. Antonio on the centering bid brings the lead to 2-1 for the Connetquot Thunderbirds. As we take a look there, a great centering bid from Burns. Finds Antonio on the one-timer, flicks it through, and gets it in the goal. Extends their lead to 1, and it gets rid of the tie thus far. As Connetquot now looking for a chance to make an impact and get their first win. We see they're playing with some aggression and a fierce tempo as a 2-1 game so far. Bermudez at the blue line. Comeback hit off the stick of Rappaport, and back to Bascio. Bascio trying to get something going for the Lions. Can't find him. As a minute remains in this first period, across the red line they go into the offensive zone, led by Bascio. A little wrist flick. Blocker save from Cowder. As back around the blue line they go. They've got numbers led by Katsonis. Benjamin Katsonis looking to make himself a goal. He whiffs on it, trying to find a man in the center. Can't do it. It's cleared by Bascio. But it finds the stick of Katsonis again. Bascio will find it, and we settle down with 35 seconds to go in the first period. Across the blue line they go, led by Lela. Lela being hammered by 3 defenders on the T-Birds, and his shot is still wide. I'm surprised he even got a shot off there, as he was marauded by defenders. And they will clear it around the boards, do the T-Birds. As looking for a chance now with 7 seconds to go. They find anything? Whistle is blown with 3.8 to go in this first period. as the Lions are looking to get something on the board here, possibly even us up going into the second period. As it'll be a face-off in the neutral zone. Won by Orfanos, and the period will end. But for the first period, it's 2-1 Connetquot Sayville leading the West Islip Lions thus far. Connetquot not looking like what their record reflects. They've kept up with a 2-1 team. Obviously, West Islip, they are in third place in this developmental league, and on the flip opposite, the Connetquot Sayville Thunderbirds are in 10th. So kind of a weird tale of two tapes. But as we head into intermission now, take a look. Joel Antonio getting his first goal, the assist from Burns and Rizelowicz, as well for West Islip. Luca Montroni, picks up his goal, and the assist from Anthony Garafola. And the opening goal that we saw with only 2 minutes gone by comes from Liam Rykos with the assist from Antonio. And a great job by Antonio. Picks up his 4th goal of the season. 2 points this far this game on the assist as well. So a great job from him. I think the Connetquot Thunderbirds have just played a clean game of hockey. They've tried to get the puck to everyone, and they have. I mean, we see a ton of assists and spread out different goals here. But you got to add to this lead. A 1-point lead is not enough for this feisty Lions squad as we resume heading to the ensuing face-off that'll start this second period. Rykos taking it, and for the Lions, it'll be Tottens as an equipment malfunction coming on the chin strap. Our ref Thibault will help with that. As 15, a fresh slate of time on this second period, and a good first 15 from the Connetquot Thunderbirds. As we had mentioned, they're in the lead 2-1, the opening face-off. And the second period begins, and it's won by the Thunderbirds. It gets to the stick of Rappaport, across the red line as it's intercepted there by a yellow. We dish down the ice, and an icing is called to start this second period, and we'll be going down to the other side. 14 seconds gone by. We've already got an icing and a chance for the Lions in the offensive zone on the faceoff. It'll be a huge one to win here for Tottens. Try to dish it out a centering bid to someone over the middle like Garafol as he chips it over to the center. A shot on goal, looking for it. Some clambering at the sticks, and it's cleared by Rykos. A good job from Rykos there. Get it out of the way as it's cleared around the boards. Counter on the floor. Looking for it now is Mercuro as finds the stick of Rykos. Rykos with speed down the ice across the red line into the offensive zone. Dangles around some defenders. Puck's going across the crease, and it's cleared by Rappaport. A great job to get his stick in there and stop the speed of Rykos. That's a great job in transition from Rappaport there, as he'll have to do it again here. Rykos with really good speed down the sheet. He's displayed it thus far tonight, but Rappaport's got the long reach, and he helps himself to a little interception. 13:58 to go. 2-1 Connetquot Sayville over the West Islip Lions. Knuckling puck finds the stick of Rykos. Across the blue line, into the neutral zone he goes, trying to find someone. He does have Ramirez over the middle, but no lane to get it through. He gives a centering bid, a one-timer, block save by Lovier. He gets the rebound out in front, and it's cleared by Rappaport. A little one-timer over the middle, finds the stick of Ramirez, but a good save from Liam Lavier. And no worry about the goal there as it heads to the offensive zone for the Lions. Some clamoring with Donley and Tottens. Tottens has been a big part. He's a powerful stick. He's been getting up and down the ice trying to create some lanes for his teammates. Unfortunately, nothing to show for it, but subject to change here. As a stick is loose, it was Tottens' stick. There's a guy you want to have his stick in the offensive zone. It is Tottens, as he is a difference maker. But nonetheless, Tottens looking to pick up his 4th goal of the season. He's got 3 thus far. Contributed to the 6-2 win over KPC. As a penalty is called on Rykos, as he heads into the penalty box. And we'll see our first power play of the night come with 13:01 to go in the second period. So a power play for the Lions, a chance to get back now. A face-off in the offensive zone as well. We'll wait to see what the penalty was. on Rikos. As once we get an update, it is on boarding, a 2-minute. So he'll be back in a jiffy. As the Lions now mend up. A shot hits off of his own teammate. Plasman got involved in the center there, and the shot from Montroni can't find the net as it hits off the back of Plasman. Some clamoring in front of the circle now. Can't find the net. Cowder has a chance to breathe here. Centering bid intercepted by Antonio, as now the stick of Bascio finds it. Bascio on the far side. Intercepted there and batted away from Haggerty. Haggerty on the far boards now trying to clear for the T-Birds. Bounces it off the boards, finds the stick of Bascio. Bascio over the center now, a little wrist flick shot. Saved the rebound out in front. Can he get it in? Some clamoring by the net. Looking to clear it, Kotsonis. Can he get there? No. Seeding in with speed is Lela. And finally a clearing opportunity for the Thunderbirds, but not after some pressure, as now Antonio skating down across the blue line. He'll have a chance as it's poked away from Bascio. With 1:04 to go in this power play, certainly the Lions are making their best effort to get a goal on the board, while on the penalty kill are the Thunderbirds. As the puck goes around the ice now, as a line change, or a few men change for the Thunderbirds, trying to refresh their guys. As now they've got numbers. Heading down the ice is Bascio. Dangles through some defenders, but it's intercepted. A great breakup by Ramirez there. Or excuse me, that was Haggerty. As Haggerty will now dangle through, try to get it past Bascio. And fighting for it at the red line. Bascio will get it back into the offensive zone and across the blue line for the Lions. Now back to Haggerty. Has it one-on-one and he scores! A great centering bid off the boards, and Liam Plasman ties the game up at 2. We take a look there. It hits off the boards. Haggerty was fighting for it. Goes to clear it, gets past his own man's stick, and finds Plasman. Plasman says, "Thank you very much," and puts it top left past the outstretched hand of Grant Cowder. As a line change coming for the Lions, excuse me, as the power play will end in success and triumph for the Lions as they even this one up at 2. A great goal by Liam Plasman. No assist on there. If anything, the assist would go to Haggerty on the opposing team. Unfortunate to see there, but nonetheless, we resume play with 10:57 to go, and a chance now, a centering bid across the sheet, and it's intercepted. A great job clearing it there by Burns. Across the blue line, handling it is Rappaport. Rappaport will send it into the offensive zone. Bermudez chasing for it now. Across the baseline. A little chip there from Von Thad, and they'll send it around the boards. They'll find the stick of Rappaport. He's checked into the boards by Razułowicz. And Bermudez whiffs on it. And a chance now, led by Tottens, try to get it around the net. Can't do it, is intercepted on the far side by Donnelly. Now a chance here for the Lions. Von Thad finds it, and a clearing bid there from the T-Birds, but Bascio gets there in time. And across the red line, the T-Birds go. Rappaport in pursuit. Shortly behind him is Razułowicz, as well as Burns. But he finds it across the blue line, finds the stick of Ramirez, and an offsides call on the Thunderbirds. Just barely gets the opportunity. A little 3-on-1 for the Thunderbirds there. Can't capitalize, as Rappaport will skate off for the Lions. Back on the sheet for them is Bascio. And Donnelly will come off for the Thunderbirds. 2-2 with 9:57 to go in this second period. As some fighting off the face-off. Who will get it? It'll be the Lions, led by Von Thad. Trying to find a man over the middle in as it's intercepted. Across the blue line they go. Skating with it is Ramirez, as he'll just chip it across the boards. It'll come around, hopefully find the stick of Gesick. Gesick now has it, checked into the boards on the far side by Tottens. Tottens playing a physical style of hockey thus far as he skates across the blue line. Through the neutral zone, dangling through some defenders. Through the stick of Haggerty, as he'll be on the goal line. Can he find a centering bid? No, he cannot find Mercurell there. As across the ice we flip. Haggerty with it across the red line. Through into the offensive zone, trying to dangle through Bascio. Bascio gets a stick on it and clears any harm A great job by Basio to poke the puck free as he comes down the ice. He's got numbers. He's got Tottens if he needs them. Dangles through a defender. Shot is high. Can't find the net as Cowder was there to get it anyways, but it goes over the top post, and a clearing bid for the T-Birds finds the stick of Basio. Centering bid, one-timer, waves on it is Tottens. Trying to find a second attempt here. Haggerty with it now, as Ramirez will have it. Across the red line, chips it over to Gesick. Gesick with a chance now. Will he find anything? No, he won't, as it's intercepted. Almost hits the referee there, but Von Thad clears it. Back to Haggerty at the red line. And handling it now is Basio. Trying to find a man off the boards to Von Thad. As some fighting with Orfanos. As he'll send it across the blue line. Back through the neutral zone to the stick of Basio. 8:13 to play in this second period. We're tied up at 2. And a line change coming from the T-Birds. They got to be quick with it. Basio's got speed as he crosses through the neutral zone. But he has no men to go as they also switch with a line change. A wrist flick off the chest of Cowder. It's back on the crease. Some fighting for it. It finds the net. Liam Plasman off the rebound. Gets his second goal of the day as he benefits off the chest of Cowder. You see Basio with the shot. A little wrist flick off the chest. You see getting involved there is Montroni. Can't find it. He's checked. And it finds the stick of Plasman, who pokes it into the bottom right to break the tie here, as it's now a 3-2 ball game. West Islip leads with 7:55 to go in this second period. A great little chance on the rebound there from Plasman. As we had mentioned in the pregame, we saw the first goal that came off of Lavier's chest. The rebound was going to be important for them today, as we see it happens again. Plasman now getting involved in his defensive zone. A powerful clear across the boards, back to the blue line and to the Thunderbirds. Fielding has it, but it's intercepted. Going down is Montroni, trying to get a goal of his own as he missed on the first attempt. A one-on-one, tries to poke it through. It's short. Just couldn't get it past the post as it finds Rappaport on the near zone. Rappaport sends it around the net. It's back across the crease. And fighting for it now are the T-Birds. As around the boards it goes. Lela trying to clear it. Get a centering bid to a guy like Rappaport or Von Thad. Plasman waiting for his chance just behind the stick of Plasman on the centering bid from Lela. Basio with it. He'll send it around the boards. Trying to find a man on the other side. He'll find Rappaport. Rappaport now at the goal line. Trying to get it to the net. Centering bid, no good. He can't find Montroni. Montroni trying to get involved with a goal of his own as he couldn't connect on the prior one that finds the stick of Plasman. Plasman actually picking up his second goal of the day. The assist from Montroni and a blocker save comes from Cowder. A double assist on the previous goal from Montroni and Garafola as it came off of the rebounds. As Katsonis pushes a man. Some clamoring at the blue line, trying to find it. An opening for the T-Birds is what they try to get, as Antonio will have it. It's a 3-on-1. He dishes it behind him on the centering bid. Can't find it. A good attempt there from Ramirez. As across the blue line it will go now to the stick of the Thunderbird. Now across the blue line, back they go in the offensive zone, led by Von Thad. Von Thad on the near zone, looking for something. Back to the blue line to Basio. And a delayed offsides, it appears. No whistle blown in the end. Referee's hand was up. And the crowd next to me on the West Islip side was cheering for it. Nonetheless, though, at the blue line, it'll find the stick of Rappaport. Rappaport now with numbers and speed. He skates past Fielding, and he'll slow down, just hit it off the boards. Not try to force anything. Good decision there from Rappaport as Fielding was in hot pursuit. It's been the decision-making for West Islip thus far, being able to get the puck in the right places, obviously playing aggressive at the crease, as we see Antonio can't get it past the stick of Rappaport. As a delayed icing will be called. They'll wave it off, matter of fact. 5 minutes to go, it's 3-2 West Islip leading Connetquot Sayville, as Liam Plasman will have 2 goals on the night. A chip across, centering bid, can't find the stick of Tottens. And down the ice goes Fielding. One-on-one with Rappaport. That's not the guy you want to see. A wrist flick shot, blocker save. Great save from Liam Laviere. Uses his pad wisely and a clearing bid there from Garifol. It finds the stick of a Thunderbird back to the stick of Fielding. Through the legs of Rappaport. Clambering forward in the neutral zone, and it'll be back. Ramirez got to get in front here as coming down the ice is Mercurell. And a blocker save with ease there from Cowder. A little lackadaisical, just trying to get it away out of harm's way. 4:13 to go in the second period. Whistle's blown, puck's up in the air. It'll be a neutral zone face-off. And Rappaport will be coming out with some frustration here. As a wholesale line change from both squads. And a new netminder for West Islip will be Connor Frey, number 9, as Liam Laviere gets a break. Only giving up 2 goals in the first period. Not as eventful as kind of been the tale for them. Only 6 goals let up throughout the season. And back across the blue line into the defensive zone. An icing will be called shortly after the neutral zone faceoff. And 4 minutes to go in this second period. West Islip leads 3-2. Connetquot looking for this first win. They want it, they're hungry for it, and it's shown thus far. Only a 1-goal deficit to a very competitive third-place team in this developmental league. And the faceoff is now won as a shot attempt, really just a ricochet, is blocked by Cowder. As a bunch of new guys are into the game for both sides. As handling the puck for the Thunderbirds is Connetquot. Across the red line they go, intercepted. A great job by Basio to clear the breakaway from the Thunderbirds. Back across the red line, it finds the stick of Garifol. Ruzelowicz now 2-on-1, a stick check there from Montroni, excuse me. And back to the zone. To the right of the aforementioned netminder for the Lions, Frey. Looking, hopefully he doesn't have any action. A little early, got to get him warmed up and acclimated as Donley, gets it to Bermudez. Bermudez checks with Basio, and a penalty will be coming. That actually looks like it was offset. We'll wait to see what that was. But it'll be a face-off as the 2 referees come together to see what's going on. They grab the puck. I believe no penalty will be called in the end. Some aggressive play, though. But it's what you like to see if you're a Connetquot Thunderbird coach. You know, play with some aggression, some confidence, even if you're 0-2. They're playing. Oh, a penalty was called. I believe a penalty was still called on Ruzelowicz as we look to see what the penalty was on. As soon as I know, I will inform you guys at home. But this is the first of 3 games on the North Rinks tonight. It's been an eventful one thus far. Stay tuned. We have more to come as it was a roughing. 2 minutes now, a power play opportunity for the Lions. It's coming off the ice is Raymond Ruzelowicz. A 2-minute minor. Face-off 1 out in front by the Lions, but it's intercepted quickly by Orfanos. Finds the sticker, Rappaport. Rappaport looking to find a man. In the neutral zone, he finds Tottens. Intercepted by Orfanos. Goes back to the stick of Basio. Basio across the red line, looking for someone over the middle. Will he find Tottens? He does after hits some sticks in traffic. Across to the crease. Can they clear it? Haggerty trying to get it away from harm's way with 1:30 to go in this power play. Back over to the center. A dangerous chance there for Basio, but Haggerty clears it once again. Haggerty coming across the blue line. He's got Antonio if he needs him, but it finds the stick of Von Thad. And a great job clearing there from Haggerty. 1:10 to go in this power play, and 2:14 to go overall in the second period. As Orfanos skinning across the red line will send it down the ice. No icing will be called. The stick now Basio to the left of the netminder Frey. Dishes it to Rappaport. Rappaport trying to find a man. Hits off the floorboards and will find the stick of the Thunderbird, Antonio. Antonio bounces it off the boards, back to the red line. It finds Basio. Basio looking for someone. Dangles through the stick of Antonio. Finds the centering bit to Tottens. Will he shoot? Wrist flick off the chest and a save by Cowder. A great wrist flick save from Cowder there. And they'll send it around the boards. It finds the stick of Rappaport. Minute and 28 to go in this second period. Back across the boards they go. Finds Tottens. Tottens looking to center it across the ice. It finds the stick. No, Cowder will jump on it and stop the clock with minute and 17 to go and 12 seconds in this power play. That'll be a wholesale line change for both sides now. Minute and 17, you have 12 seconds in the power play. Doesn't seem like a lot of time, but it's enough to possibly make something happen here for Connetquot looking for, for the Lions looking for something on the power play, but a good penalty kill. If you are the Thunderbirds, you have to be pretty happy with what you're seeing thus far. A great job from the Thunderbirds, led by head coach Joseph Kolarko. As across the red line we go. It's 3-2 West Islip, and their penalty kill is now over. And shortly will be the second period. Pretty eventful game, though, back and forth across the sheet, playing with some passion on both sides. As Basio, a little wrist flick, backhand save there by Cowder, and the clock will stop with 43.8 seconds to go in this second period. It's 3-2 West Islip. They lead over the Connetquot Thunderbirds. The Thunderbirds still hungry for their first win on the season. A lot different than last year when they went 12-8 and had a Cinderella run in the playoffs, beating some of the top teams in the Developmental League. And the ensuing faceoff is won by the Thunderbirds and dished around the boards, trying to get it out of the offensive zone of the Lions, and Rappaport will now skate for it. And the clock is stopped and an icing will be called against Katsonis. Great in pursuit. The faceoff will come in the West Islip offensive zone with 34 seconds to go in the second period. As we've got next on the North Rink, the Northport Huntington freshman team facing off against the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls freshman team. Two very good squads coming into that one. It'll be next at 8 o'clock here on the North Rink, so stay tuned following this one as we resume play with 30 seconds to go. And West Islip will hopefully just try to juice this clock out, but Katsonis says otherwise. Looking for a man over the middle. Dangles through the stick of Rappaport. Trying to find a man. Centering bid past the stick of Haggerty, or Burns, excuse me, as it bounces off the backboards. Katsonis now with it. Centering bid finds Fielding. Fielding taps it. Forehand shot can't get it as it's wide. 6 seconds to go. They're in the offensive zone, and now Rappaport with a chance to clear it. 2 seconds to go. 1 second. They'll just flick it off, and it'll hit the back of Aiello. But now a 3-2 game. Much different than the first quarter, or first period, excuse me. As we head to the third period here on the Long Island Sports Network, I'm Magnus Healy. It is the Developmental League between the West Islip Lions and the Connetquot Sayville Thunderbirds. West Islip, once again, we said, looking for an opportunity to extend to 3 wins on the season. On the other side, Connetquot hoping to pick up their first win. It's been a tough schedule. Both teams actually just come off a loss to Sachem. That Sachem squad is one to not mess around with in this Developmental League. It's been difficult for them, as it's a different script for this West Islip squad. Last year, they didn't make the playoffs. They had a rough season. They went 9-11, and they finished in fifth place, which is still a good place position, but it's not enough to make the playoffs in this Developmental League, as they attempt to flip the script again and continue to put pressure on this Thunderbird squad and hopefully move to 3-1 on the season. But will the Thunderbirds say otherwise? 15 minutes ahead in this third period for the Thunderbirds to tarnish the hopes of a 3-win season thus far for the Lions. And I'll start with Rakos coming back into the game to take the face-off. On the other side is Tottens. It is won, and it finds the stick of Antonio in the neutral zone. Back to Rykos, across the boards, and Rykos already has it in the offensive zone, making an impact. Flicks it too far past the stick of Frey. And now across the blue line they go, led by Von Thad, as it's intercepted at the red line by Duras. Good job there. And skating down the ice with speed is Antonio. He's got numbers, but it's poked away by Anthony Garofol. Anthony Garofol making a huge impact there. Just poking it free. A shot at the crease. It's blocked and jumped on by Frey. A great job there. We saw how threatening the rebounds was. Rykos was right there to try and make an attempt. As now to be an offensive zone faceoff for the Thunderbirds. looking to get something going. It's won by Rikos, and it's back to the blue line. Rikos has it at the zone. Forehand shot is wide, and Von Thad will clear it. Around the boards they go. It finds the stick of Mercarel. Mercarel will send it around, trying to find Rappaport. Rappaport now trying to clear it. He's got the powerful stick. Can he do it? It's clambering at the boards. Totten's trying to find it. Rappaport fighting with Rikos as it finds the stick of Von Thad, and it's cleared finally for the Lions. Haggerty will have it across the blue line into his own defensive zone. He'll flick it, and it'll be the red line. Another cool thing to point out is it is October. Oh, might have to hold this thought. Flick, tap, glove save, and a beautiful save there from Grant Cowder on the wrist flick shot from Jake Tottens. Jake Tottens looking to threaten and get his 4th goal of the season, but a good save with his glove, looking like an outfielder for Grant Cowder. But I was going to mention, point out, is the pink that we're seeing tonight. We see some pink tape on the sticks. It's pretty cool to see in the month of October. And 13:40 to go in this 3rd period. West Islip in the offensive zone for this faceoff. As it's clamored with, who will have it now? A one-timer from Basio, saved out in front and cleared by Aiello. Great job there, getting it out of the way of any Lions. And the Thunderbirds looking to make a push on the offensive zone. Back now over the middle. Plassman will have it. Will he get the hat trick? No, he won't. Shot attempt there as it's broken up. And now across the blue line go the Thunderbirds. A stick check as Lela sends Ruzelowicz flying. And now into the offensive zone go the Thunderbirds, led by Katsonis. Katsonis of the Benjamin variety. Of the Jonathan, looking at Benjamin Hoffman, number 5 on the roster. And he'll find the stick of Montroni. Montroni looking for his own goal, just overshoots the centering bid to Plassman. As I was saying, 2 brothers on this team, Benjamin Katsonis and Konstantinos Katsonis. Pretty cool to see as they play with each other on this Connetquot Sayville squad. Wrist flick is wide. Shot attempt there from Basio. And it'll find its way back to the blue line. No icing will be called as Basio handling it, going around his netminder and Frey. Orfano's trying to get a stick in there, can't get it, as it'll be passed to Lela, as Katsonis will lose a stick there, but does intercept the speed of Lela, as Donnelly go working with it now on the near boards. As it's intercepted there by Tottens, and he'll take it around his own net with 12:08 to go in this 3rd period. A 1-score lead for West Islip, 3-2 over Connetquot Sayville. A flick over the head of Katsonis, back to the blue line, as it finds Dexter. And back around their own net goes Garifol. Garifol with an assist on the night already. Coming across the blue line through the neutral zone, a man down as Connetquot was making a line change. As some slipping going on, Garifol finds his way to the ice. And some clamoring forward in their defensive zone. The Thunderbirds now with a chance on a possible breakaway here. Down the ice they go. Led by Burns as it's flicked away out of harm's way by Basio. And it finds Von Thad at the red line. Now Antonio, one little attempt on the shot there is high as Basio clips it with his stick, and it'll find Von Thad now across the red line. A 3-on-2 developing now for the Lions. Will they try a centering bid, trying to dangle around Aiello, playing some physical defense. Centering bid is blocker save there by Cowder, and it's cleared by the Thunderbirds. A chance now as the near boards trying to clear it, and they do. It comes through the neutral zone. Basio fighting for it, gets it through before Antonio could say anything, and sends it over to Rappaport on the far side. Cross ice pass back to Basio, and Basio will send it to the neutral zone, trying to find Von Thad. Von Thad will then send it to Tottens. Tottens dangling through. Has the biscuit, can't get it through. A great blocker save there. Pad save, from Cowder. And it's back to the stick of Basio. Dangling through, can't find anything. Back at the blue line. Finds the stick of Tottens. Tottens fighting with Donnelly. Can't get it at the high stick. And cleared around there from Mercarel. But a great job of West Islip just kind of playing keep away thus far in the third period, trying to kind of march this to a 3-2 victory. But still a lot of time remaining as Antonio overskates it. Had a chance, but Rappaport jumps on it. And Rappaport across the blue line now, a 4-on-3. And we'll settle it to make a decision here to give his man a chance to get on the ice And in now to the game. Back now is Garifol. And he finds at the blue line, chips it across. And it'll find the stick of the Thunderbirds. Aiello playing some great defense thus far down by the goal line. As a whiff on it from Garifol, it gives Rykos an opportunity with speed. A stick check from Rappaport and a glove save. Rebound out in front. Does he get it? It's battling. Rykos puts it in the goal. Liam Rykos, number 13, off the rebound. It bounces out in front. Another shot attempt from Ruzelowicz. Can't get it. Bodies are on the floor. Rykos outstretches on the backhand shot. And we're tied up at 3 with 9:28 to go in this third period. A great a shot there from Liam Rykos, sticking with the puck and finishing down low. Great job there from Liam Rykos getting involved. With 8:48 to go in this third period. They'll send it around, Fielding will clear it, and it's a whole new ball game now. You're tied up. It is a 0-0 as Rykos possibly with a chance to change it again on the breakaway, but they catch up in transition. And a pad save there from Frey. As they'll send it down the ice, Bermudez will chase it, and an icing will be called. Nonetheless, a 3-3 game. Credited with the apple on that play was Raymond Ruzelowicz and Ryan Donnelly. A good job from them, playing physical down low. As it's 3-3 now, and the opening faceoff is won by, it appears to be, the Lions, and going down the ice is Plasman. Plasman dangling through Donnelly, a wrist shot no far. Just past the outstretched stick of Cowder, who's had a great night in net. Another shot attempt, pad save, and it gets through. Liam that's Matthew Lella getting his goal on the night as we take a look there. He's at the near board. His first shot dangles through. A wrist flick attempt there off the pad. He sticks with it just like Rykos did and sends it through behind the right shoulder of Cowder as he hangs his head in defeat, as Alela will get the best of Cowder on that shot attempt. A great job there. Now the lead is 4-3 for the West Islip squad tonight. A battle, a real barn burner tonight. It's been a really good back and forth game with some excitement early on in this third period. And with the puck at the blue line, overskates it is Antonio. And fighting for it is Montroni, as Plasman will now try to get it. I read Plasman's number as 8. It was actually 2, so I was hoping maybe Plasman possibly got his hat trick of the night as it's sent across the ice by said man Plasman. But nonetheless, around the net it goes. Cowder on ice, and it finds the net. A centering bid around the back from the Lions as we look to see who had that there. As it's going around the ice, fighting for it, and Cowder's not really in a good position. As I try to make out the number there, Tottens is down low, and it will be Tottens on the goal there. So a great goal from Tottens to extend their lead to 5-3. Oh, they actually give the goal to Liam Plasman. My apologies. As Plasman's lead now, or not his lead rather, but on the night, he goes to 3 goals. And that is a hat trick for Liam Plasman. And the 5-3 game, as they're already threatening again down by the crease. Can the Thunderbirds clear it? Fighting for it now. It's back to the pad of Cowder. And handling it now are the Thunderbirds. Rappaport flicks it back around. Handling it is Von Thad, trying a centering bid. Can't find it as it's intercepted by Fielding. Back at the crease, fighting for it are the Thunderbirds, trying to salvage it. Tottens has it, Tottens flicks it into the net and scores. Jake Tottens takes advantage of the fighting at the crease. You see so many bodies there. Just waiting for the stick to find life. He sees it by his skate. A forehand shot and in over the head of Cowder. As the lead goes 6-3. Jake Tottens getting involved there. As now actually some changes to the live scoreboard. Liam Plassman was not credited with that prior goal. It was given to Jake Tottens, who picks up back-to-back goals. The assist actually goes to Liam Plassman. We know they're very particular with who the goals and assists go to here, but nonetheless, it's a 6-3 lead for West Islip over the Connetquot Thunderbirds. And it seemed like almost 30 seconds ago we were looking at a very close matchup that would be determined by a few seconds, as with the stick, Donnelly can't handle it as it's intercepted by Basio. Shot attempt there, pad save from Frey, as around the boards it'll go. Back to Von Thad. Von Thad looking to clear it, overskates it, but it finds the stick of Rappaport. Rappaport flicks it along, cross into the neutral zone. Back to the near boards, handling it over the Thunderbirds led by Katsonis. Katsonis, backhand shot, blocker save from Frey. And looking for anything now are the Thunderbirds, a breath of life, as the lead changes have been early and often thus far tonight. As handling it at the red line is Von Thad. Von Thad dangling through some defenders, and it's intercepted there on the near side by Orfanos. Big defensive stop for them, as maybe center it to Katsonis. Can he find it? No, he can. A big interception there from Rappaport. As it finds the stick of Rappaport, now crossing the blue line, being chased by Orfanos. Rappaport trying to get it around him, using his elbows, as he's got Plassman if he needs him. Back across the Tottens, wrist flick off the stick of Fielding. Great job there, 6-3 lead for West Islip, 5:10 to go in this third period. Behind the back and behind the net as the stick is lost there for Orfanos. You need his stick with the amount of defense that he's been playing. But nonetheless, some shoving going on, and it looks like we'll have a delayed penalty here. It appears that'll end up being on Matthew Lella, but I will await confirmation. But if this is so, it is a huge break for this Connetquot Sayville squad, as it will be. Entering the penalty box now is Matthew Lella. He already has a goal on tonight, so having him out of the game is helpful. So it'll be a power play for the Connetquot Sayville Thunderbirds with a chance to capitalize, down 3 late in this third period. Now at the top is Haggerty. A shot attempt is saved there by Frey, and Basio will clear it, but none again. It finds the stick of Rykos. Back off the pad of Montroni. A flick, it hits the arm of Haggerty back in the neutral zone, trying to find something. Surveying, and it'll send it around the boards and try to find something on the other end. It'll find Rykos' stick. Rykos whiffs at it the first time, and he'll send it back to Katsonis, number 66 of the Konstantinos variety, the other brother that I've been mentioning tonight. As some fighting for it on the near boards between the Thunderbirds and the Lions, as Rykos will come away with it. A backhand shot is just wide, misses the post, as Frey probably wouldn't have even seen that if it had gotten in. And a chip into the box of the West Islip Lions, and 4:04 to go. It is 6-3, West Islip, they lead Connetquot Sayville, but they are on the power play and in the offensive zone. Rykos, this will be an important face-off for him to win, possibly find Katsonis over the middle, or maybe we could even get a yellow down low, or just find something here, as the face-off is instantly cleared by the Lions, and it'll go down the ice. No icing is called. It'll find Katsonis near the blue line as it's intercepted by Garifol. Garifol tries to find Plassman for his third goal of the night, but he can't get it. Just outstretched, and it'll find Rykos off of his skate and into the center, but Rykos will get it. A chance now on the breakaway, but chasing after him with speed is Montroni, as he'll catch up to him. Basio with a stick check there. Rykos chips it back out. It'll find the stick of Utwiller. And back over the middle, Katsonis. Stick checks there from Montroni, and a great job saving the backhanded shot from Katsonis. Donnelly with a wrist flick over the middle into traffic, and it hits off the skate of Tottens. And this one will find Aliello, And back to Donnelly at the red line, getting it out of the way of Montroni and chasing Tottens. Back to the blue line. A little pass to Katsonis from Donnelly. Katsonis now has Rykos over the middle. They don't have the numbers, though. He sends it through, and little stick save there. And diving on it will be Frey with 2:54 to go in this third period. The power play is over, and we're back to 5-on-5 play here from the North Rinks. So it looks like, with the way this pans out, that West Islip will advance to 3-1 on the season, bouncing back from their loss against Sachem last week. And unfortunately, Connetquot Sayville will fall to 0-3 on the season. But hopefully, maybe, who knows, they get 4 goals in 2 minutes and 42 seconds. But Rappaport hopefully trying to make them need 5. Skating down the ice, but it's intercepted there by Haggerty as he gets his stick involved, and Rappaport thinks better of it. Back to the far boards. Clamoring for it is Von Thad. Can he find anyone? Looking for it now. Centering bid, trying to find Basio. Can't do it. Back on the rebound from Von Thad. It's over the center of the crease. Finds Basio back at the top. And it's just wide past the skate of the outstretched Cowder. And back over the crease, and it's jumped on. A light little save there from Cowder. As the penalty on Lela earlier was a tripping. Forgot to update you guys on that. But with 2:07 to go, 6-3 West Islip leads, and they'll be in the offensive zone for this face-off. Tough chance for them now. Back towards the blue line, finds Rappaport. Chips it to the stick of Tottens, and Tottens gets a goal. Jake Tottens picks up one. The assist coming on the chip from Rappaport. Beautiful, right over the stick of some T-Birds defenders, and Haggerty finds Tottens, a low little shot through the legs of Grant Cowder, and it'll be a 7-3 lead now. West Islip running away with this with 1:59 to go in this third period. So in what was a really close game, seemingly, 8 minutes ago, has now turned to a blowout in a sense, as Jake Tottens, they don't give Rappaport the credit for the assist there, unfortunately for him. Maybe they'll change that. But if it stands, that would be Rappaport's first assist of the season, which would be cool for him to grab. But 1:37 to go in this third period. Now it's just a moral victory game for Connetquot Sayville, trying to get a goal of their own. But as we look ahead, the next game on this North Rink is North Rink only night here at the rinks in Hauppauge, as a tripping man is Tottens. A little hot on his feet after his goal, but now down the ice, the Thunderbirds go, as it'll be passed over the middle to Dalola and intercepted by Rappaport and through the stakes. But Northport's freshman team facing off against Smithtown Hauppauge's freshman team. Oh, and a big check there coming from Aiello as he flattens Tottens, but his teammate trying to get him back, fighting at the crease. Cowder with a great save there over the middle with 55 to go. As clock winding down, West Islip after this will extend to 3-1 on the season, but down the ice goes Katsonis as a great interception in transition from Rappaport. Back to the stick of Tottens, as Katsonis wants revenge with his cool blue laces, but 34 seconds to go. West Islip looking to advance to 3-1 on the season, as now handling it is Lela. And a great stick check there by Bermudez, but Lela keeps with it, and a pad save from Cowder. 17 seconds to go in this third period. As fighting for it on the far half boards, as the clock will wind down. A last shot attempt from Lela trying to get involved. A blocker save. And that'll be it from the first game here on the North Rinks. West Islip walks away with the victory, 7-3 over this Connetquot Sayville Thunderbirds team. And that'll be it from the first game here. But stay tuned, we've got 2 more ahead of us on the South Rinks. I'll be back saying so long. I'm Magnus Healy, again working the camera, the wonderful Rowan Laddick. We will be back after this for the game at 8 o'clock between Northport and Smithtown.